Hi and welcome to Maths class. This video is going to show you how to find the rule from a table of values. So I've got two examples of tables of values there that you can look at and they're both slightly different. But basically, if I need to find the rule, and I'm assuming that these are linear, then I need m and c so that I can make y equals mx plus c. Now m, of course, is the gradient and c is the y-intercept. Now sometimes when you're lucky, you'll get a pair of values in this table that has an x value of 0. Then you know you've found the y-intercept. But that doesn't happen in the examples that I've got here. So what I'm going to do is first of all find the gradient, and then I'm going to use substitution to find c. So this is what I do. To find the gradient, first I check, are my x values increasing by 1? And they are. If I look at all of these values, they're increasing by 1. And that means that if I look at my y values, they are going to be changing according to the gradient. So 9 to 5, I've gone down -4. 5 to 1, I've gone down -4. 1 to -3, I've gone down -4. So I now know that my gradient is -4. So now I need to find c. So let's look at that. If I put this into my equation, y equals -4x plus c, now what I'm going to do is choose one pair of values. Now I'm going to choose the 3 and the 1, only because they're the smallest numbers there. I could have gone with 1 and 9, or 2 and 5, or 6 and -11, it doesn't matter. I've chosen 3 and 1 because it looks like the easiest thing to calculate. So I put y is 1 into my equation, and then I keep my -4, and then I put x is 3 into my equation, and then I write down plus c, and now I just solve. So this gives me 1 equals -12 plus c, therefore c equals 13. I've now found both m and c, so I'm ready to go in writing down the equation. Y equals -4x plus 13. All right, now this second example is a little bit different because when I check from x, from this value of x to this value of x, I'm going up by 3. And this one, I'm going up by 2. So that doesn't really help me to find the gradient just straight away. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use this equation, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and I'm going to choose two values. Here's a value of y, and here's a value of y. So I'm going to make this be y2 and x2, and I'm going to make this one be y1 and x1. So what I'll get is this, 100 minus 55 over 6 minus 3. 100 minus 55 is 45 over 3, which is 15. Now notice what I did here was I actually took this distance here, which is going up by 45, and I just divided it by this number, and that way I found out that 15 is how much I go up by when I just go up by 1 in my x values. So I now know that my gradient is 15. So I've got y equals 15x plus c. Let's substitute in a value. None of these are very pretty. I'm just going to go with the first one, 3 and 55. So I get 55 equals 15 times 3 plus c. So 55 equals 45 plus c. I can see that c equals 10. So my equation then is y equals 15x plus 10. So really, finding the rule from a table of values is a little bit like finding the rule given two values, and I really just choose two of them. In this case, I can choose these two in order to work out what my gradient is, because this is rise over run, but because my run is 1, that's why it's important to find out if my x goes up by 1, I've got nothing else to do because I've just got rise over run. But I can just choose any 2 values, and then I substitute one of them in. Once I've found my gradient, I substitute in just one value. I just choose one based on which numbers look like less work for me, in order to find the equation. So there's not really a new skill here, it's just a new context. All right, that's the end of this video.